My name is Sadija. I was born in London, but raised in Germany. So I studied in Germany, went to school in Germany. I studied psychology, was in marketing psychology, and decided to come to Ukraine. Basically, straight away when the war began. I came to Ukraine as a volunteer, tried to join the military as well back then, and ever since I've been in the international region. I was traveling around quite a lot, and at one point you just start to realize you've got I had everything. I had a roof over my head, which is more than most of the people can say. I've visited areas where you had children suffering. I went to Syria before I came to Ukraine. I went to Syria, tried to help in Syria. They kicked me out of Syria though. Then the war broke out, and for me the main reason was I've got everything. I'm healthy. I've got food. I'm not starving. I don't have to go out being scared that friends or family members could be bombed. So for me the main reason was definitely to do something to help. So I came to Ukraine. I got wounded in June, and I'm not going to go into detail when it comes to the mission, but it was during the exfil. So we had to leave an occupied village, and it was basically 4 of us left. Unfortunately, some things went wrong. So the evacuation basically was, I had one of my guys, he was new as well, so if he wouldn't have been there, I wouldn't be here. So he basically saved my life. And there were way too many FPV drones. So from there they took everything off, my plate carrier, my rifle, everything off me. And since the muscle was missing, it was pretty hard to carry me as well. So basically my leg had to stay straight. Once I got to the ambulance, it was about after 16 hours, after I got it, basically. Got to the first hospital, so basically from stabilization point to the first hospital or casualty point. They didn't do a lot there, but they can't really do a lot there, so they basically just cleaned my wound, changed the bandage every day. From there I got to Dnipro. I was in Dnipro for a week. They basically did the same, no surgeries, they cleaned my wound every day. And from Dnipro I got to Kiev. Half of my leg was basically open, and they've managed it to, so the wound is basically really that small. So it's insane, because I still don't know how they did it. I still don't know how they were able from half of the leg which was open to make this wound that small. So it's incredible. I could have done the rehab in Dobrobud, but I asked for another contact because that was through the foundation. So they were basically paying for my treatment in Dobrobud, so for my surgeries, and they already had told me about that rehab center. So for me it was basically clear, alright, before they spend or waste more money on me, when I can get good rehab here as well, I'm gonna change the hospital, or change from the hospital to this rehab center, and ever since I've been here, and it's been amazing. I've had so many people. I went back to see my guys as well, my unit, and they were all impressed as well. They basically were not expecting me to be back, or even to be able to walk for at least 6, 7, 8 months. So it's absolutely amazing, the work they're doing here. I'm absolutely grateful for that. Not only that, there's a very important factor, which is basically here in Ukraine, unfortunately in the military, there is not a lot of attention to that topic, which is psychology. So this is actually here the first time that I got help, and English-speaking help. That's a huge issue for foreigners. So for the past actually 8 months, I had been trying, when I was still in my unit and not wounded, I was trying to find a psychologist for my guys, because a lot of them have PTSD, a lot of them just need someone to talk to, but it's so hard to find a psychologist, and especially someone who speaks English. So that's a very, very important factor, which is pretty incredible here as well, because they gave me a psychologist. So the first treatment was basically, which was very, very surprising for me, because I've never seen that in Ukraine. So the first time I came here, and the first week when I was basically getting into the rehab and the program, the doctor came up to me and said, you need to talk to a psychologist, and everyone has to do that. So that was very, very surprising, because if you think about it, I had been trying to find a psychologist for my people about for 7 months, and we just couldn't find one. And if we could find one, it was basically just one small session for about 20 minutes, and my guys never heard anything about them from them ever again. So this is pretty nice here as well. Currently, mentioned before, I'm doing an advanced medical course, and there I've met like half of these guys did their rehab here, which is absolutely surprising. So Jana just, because we spoke about the interview yesterday, and Jana just showed me one interview just as an example, and I saw that face and I was like, I know that face from somewhere. So half of the guys who are currently right now doing the medical course, I had a talk with them, all of them came up and were basically, you're at that rehab center, please say hi to Jana, please say hi to Veronica, please say. And they all came up to me, and it was basically one huge line where all of them came up to me, and we realized we all went through, or I'm right now going through the same rehab center as they did. So they did, some of them did the interview as well, and they're all pretty amazed by everything here, by the work they've done. And they said it as well, they said to me today as well that you couldn't have chosen a better rehab center.